Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna be looking at guarding our heart from our desires, from conflicting with God's desires in our life. Or sometimes our desires can somehow get in the way of the plan of God. For the plans of God cannot fit in. God cannot. Our plans cannot. God cannot fit in our plans. We have to fit in His plans, and sometimes our desires in this life are not the will of God. For some desires we have are not very good in His perspective, maybe because maybe the reason we want those things are not for glorifying Him, are not for helping people, for that, just for maybe revenge, us feeling good, us feeling as important because we think we are not important, but we are always important before God's eyes. We are always better. We are always, God will always protect us, prepare us in everything, and His plans are always better than our plans. He may not say them outright, but He has better plans for us. He knows what is good for us. He knows what we need. Before even we ask, He knows what we need, but He always prefer for us to ask Him first. So let's analyze our plans. Let's hear what His plans are before we start complaining or groaning. Maybe I prayed this and that, but God is not answering. Maybe first one thing, God always first answers some before you answer a prayer in the physical. You always start in the inside of you. You always first of all looks at your desires, intentions, and desires. What's the purpose of all these things? What do you want to achieve and fulfill them? Will these things make you better, or will they destroy you? How will they affect you, the people around you, and the purpose that God has for you in this world? For all of us are here in this world for a reason. God has prepared something for us. He has prepared a journey and a way for us. He wants us to do something. He wants us to maybe spread the gospel, do something else in the kingdom. For we are not just here for the sake of being here. And He has a greater purpose for us. And sometimes we find ourselves with desires that are conflicting with His purpose. For our desires are not very godly. For sometimes we just come out in the world with the worldly ideologies which we need renewing of our mind, but with the study of the word and with time our mind gets renewed and we start entering in the will of God. For the will of God is always important for us, and we enter in the will of God by first listening to Him through the word and also even through verbally. Let's hear what He wants for us. Let's compare our plans and His plans. Do they match? Are they conflicting? What is important? For God's promises are yes and amen. Yes, so here anything that He has promised, He will give. Everything He has promised through Abraham or even through prophets and apostles, He will bless us with it. So don't give up because maybe you feel like you have prayed for this and this, but God has not responded, but He's saying He's gonna bless you with this and that, and you've not seen that one thing you always wanted. But God is faithful and He always fulfill His plans. His plan has never failed. He always take His time first of all to prepare those who He is planning for something great. Forget things. First of all, you have to be prepared. You can't just be given something that may end up destroying you because you have never had it before. You have to be prepared mentally, emotionally, and spiritual so that you can handle it. And that's it for today. For let's know our desires and His desires. Let's communicate our desires to Him so that we can know if it's His will or it's not His will. For maybe we may be investing on the wrong things and on the wrong purposes. For this world, it is can be sometimes you can have the wrong ideas that we just fail, or maybe sometimes to be allowed to succeed and you think maybe it's God's will but it's not God's will. So let's listen to him. Let's listen to his voice and conviction, know what his will for us is and his plan. Thanks for listening. See you next time.